Hi, if you're a busy sports mom like me, you want to take care of your athletes, give them the right food, nutrition, get them to practices on time, games on time, plenty of rest, but
you don't want to have to go through the drive-thru. And we're going to give you some really yummy, healthy alternatives to fast food.
That's right. So I'm Beth, the Real Sports Mom, here.
I'm Melanie from Festival Foods.
And this is Fast Dash Recipes. Beth, the Real Sports Mom here. I'm here today at Festival Foods in Hugo, and joining me is Chef Melanie.
Hi there.
What are we doing today?
We are going to make some really delicious Mexican food. We're going to be making shredded beef quesadillas.
I love quesadillas, and we've done a little secret. We are using our Southwestern Pot Roast that we had leftovers, and this was a great meal. This was fantastic.
This is one of those meals that you can take the main meal that you eat on a Sunday or any other night of the week, and a day or two later you can turn it into this wonderful quesadilla meal.
I love it. When we come back, we're going to show you how to do this. Hi, we're back. We're making our shredded beef quesadillas.
Yep.
And we're starting with...
This is our Southwestern Pot Roast that I'm shredding with 2 forks. See how easy and tender that got?
Oh, it looks amazing.
And the one thing you want to remember is once you shred that, you're going to need about 2 cups for 6 quesadillas for the recipe. And then you're going to take the shredded beef and you're going to mix it back with some of the juices from the slow cooker.
Wow, so we have peppers, we have onions, we've got all kinds of seasoning, bacon,
the chipotles and adobo, the garlic, all that wonderful stuff, the Rotel tomatoes, the beef broth, all of that form this wonderful juice that you're going to want to impart back into the beef so it stays nice and moist for the quesadillas. It gives it lots of flavor.
And that shredded up really, really easily.
Did.
That was simple. I mean,
really,
I can
really
do this
easily.
in like 2 minutes
2
at home.
forks. 2 forks is all you need. And I always trim a little bit of the, if there's any fat on the pieces, I trim that off first, and it just makes your life a lot easier for shredding.
Absolutely. All right.
Okay.
Let's get this put together.
All right. Sounds great.
Hi, Beth, the Real Sports Mom, here with Chef Melanie. We got your quick tip of the day.
This is flour tortillas we're going to be making our quesadillas with today. And just so you know, there's already a partially cooked side on these tortillas.
I didn't know any of this.
Yep, it's the one with
the
side with the brown spots.
Okay.
And then there's a side that doesn't have hardly any brown spots on it. This is the side that you want to cook on your cooking surface, or in your pan, or on your grill.
No idea.
And then you want to fill or put your toppings on the side with the brown spots because that's already been cooked.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
This is a great quick tip.
Yep.
Glad we could share it with you. We'll be right back. We're back. We're actually going to put our quesadillas together.
Yeah, we're going to put them together now.
All right.
We're going to start with the brown spotted side.
Okay.
That's the side that we want to put our toppings on. The other side is almost completely white, and that's the side we're going to cook it on, okay? So we're just going to, it's really easy. This is like making a pizza, or if you could make a grilled cheese sandwich, you can make a quesadilla. It's the same principle.
It's for me then. I can totally do that. I love this. Okay,
it's
great.
Fabulous. So we want to do a little bit of barbecue sauce, not too much because we don't want it to be too sweet.
So that's just the barbecue sauce.
Yep, and I like the Big Rick's brand. It's just a wonderful brand.
Got a great flavor.
The flavor is delicious.
Yes.
Nice little kick to it. So it's shy of a tablespoon. Okay, so we're going to do about a tablespoon of barbecue sauce and spread that around the bottom of the tortilla.
Perfect.
And then you're going to be my cheese helper.
I get to do the cheese today.
You get to do the cheese. Now, what I like to do with these guys is put a little bit of cheese on the bottom, so about a tablespoon if you want to spread that all around evenly.
Just a little bit.
The reason I like to do this is it acts as the glue to hold everything in place so it doesn't all go sliding out when you go to flip it in the pan.
Is that enough
so
cheese?
That's perfect.
Awesome.
That's perfect. We just need a little bit because we're going to add some more to the top when we get to that step. Okay, so and then the next thing we're going to do is our shredded beef. We need about 2 cups of our Southwestern Pot Roast that we've shredded and remixed with all the wonderful juices.
So we put everything back
in
there,
the
mix
crock
it up.
pot. Yep, absolutely. And we're going to use about 2 tablespoons of the beef and just kind of spread it around the quesadilla evenly. And it's got, like I said, all those wonderful juices, so it's going to stay nice and moist. It won't be dry. It'll be full of flavor. So we're going to do just a couple tablespoons of that.
I love it.
Yep. Spread it around evenly.
Perfect.
That looks great. And then our next topping is going to be our chopped red onions. Those are chopped really fine.
And the nice thing about this is you can probably use what toppings your kids
whatever
are going to like.
You have, actually, absolutely, Beth. It's whatever you have around, whatever they like. If they're not into onions, you don't have to use onions. You can use pickles. If they like pickles, use pickles. It doesn't matter. It's whatever the kids like. Now I'm doing some roasted, diced, mild green chilies. That gives it a really nice flavor.
And we could almost even have our kids doing this. We could have them say,
it's
okay,
like a pizza
here's
party.
your topping.
Absolutely.
It's like a topping bar. You can say, here's all your choices. You put on what you're going to eat.
When you make tacos or pizza, they help you out with that.
I love that. I love that. And I think that'll make it. And they've
olives.
got made to order. I like.
You don't need to do these olives, but I've made them a couple different ways, with and without. These are just pitted, sliced Kalamata olives. And they just give it such a wonderful flavor. I just love them on here.
Okay.
If you're not an olive fan, you don't have to use it. But
Kalamata, I've never had these before.
Kalamata, they're from Greece. They're wonderful. All right.
Fantastic.
And then the last thing is a little bit more cheese. I'm going to let you do that.
I love it.
And while you're doing
about the
that,
same amount?
Yeah, about the same amount. You want to cover everything.
Which is just like a little handful.
Yep.
It's not that much.
Yep. And while she does that, I'm taking the other tortilla and I'm putting about a tablespoon of salsa on here. This happens to be green salsa called salsa verde. And I'm just going to spread it out. It's got a wonderful flavor, very garlicky, roasted poblanos. And it's not spicy. It's very mild. But it's going to give a lot of flavor.
A lot of flavor.
Yep. Then we're just going to put them together like that. And we're good to go. And then we're going to take it to the pan and get them nice and brown and toasty.
When we come back, we'll show you what we're doing next. So we're back. We're going to be sauteing our shredded beef quesadilla. And I'm starting with just a little olive oil.
Just some olive oil, and we're going to, a little bit more than that. We want it, yep, there we go, that's good. And we're just going to coat the bottom of the pan because we don't want it to burn. And the olive oil really helps the flour tortilla get nice and crispy on the outside. And like I said before, this is just like a grilled cheese sandwich. If you can make a grilled cheese sandwich, you can make a quesadilla.
I can make a grilled cheese sandwich.
Yeah, we've got all of our wonderful toppings in there. And now our pan is nice and hot. The oil is hot. I'm just going to slide this in. And all I did was take a pizza pan and invert it. And it's a really easy way to get it in the pan.
I love that.
And there's my
That's super
assistant
fast.
helping me.
I've got the pan now. I can handle it.
All right. So we're just going to let it get brown on one side. And we're going to put our top on so that all the cheese and all the wonderful toppings get melty and nice and hot.
When we come back, we're going to show you how we're going to cut this up, add a few toppings to it, and enjoy. Back, we've got our quesadillas.
Yep,
look at that brown.
You just brown it. You brown it, 3 to 4 minutes on each side until it looks nice, deep golden brown like this, nice and crispy.
And then the secret, let it rest a minute.
Let it rest. Let it rest 2 to 5 minutes so that the wonderful inside fillings don't go oozing all over your board or all over your pizza pan.
So or down the front of their shirt.
Oh, yeah, or burn your mouth. So I'm going to slice into this just like a pizza. So if you're going to make 8 slices, cut it in half first, and you cut it in quarters. You can just eat it in 4 slices if you want really big pieces, but if you're going to do appetizer slices, I would go.
That would be great.
You could do, if you're going to eat this as a meal and each person gets their own quesadilla, you want to keep it this size.
Okay.
And then if you want to do appetizer size quesadillas, just cut them again into 8 slices like that.
Fantastic.
So easy. And see what I mean? If you let it cool down just a little bit, it really helps it.
Keeps all that together. Keeps the flavors.
Keeps it all together. You can use a spatula to lift it off, or you can just use your pizza wheel like I do sometimes.
Nice.
And that works really well too.
And then we have some special things for the top.
Yeah, what we're going to do is, this is a really wonderful dressing and dip from Lighthouse called Salsa Ranch Light.
I love what they do.
It's really
saucy,
great.
which I'm a little
saucy. It's got
saucy.
a great flavor. It is. It's got a great flavor, and it's low in calories and fat, and it doesn't taste like it. That's the cool thing about it. It doesn't taste like a diet dressing.
Because sometimes you have stuff and it's low in calories, and you're like, I can tell why.
Exactly, and this
horrible.
doesn't. This is
but
wonderful.
Lighthouse is good at stuff like that.
Yeah,
so
and this
I do
you
like
can
that.
eat on tacos, taco salad, anything like that.
I can find a reason
anything
to put
Mexican.
on everything.
Absolutely. And we're just going to top them with a little cilantro leaf just to give it a pretty green touch and flavor. So are we ready to dig in?
I love this. We've got our shredded beef quesadillas made with our leftover Southwestern pot roast that we saved about a pound and a half, 2 cups worth.
Yeah, about 2 cups worth.
And made this fabulous fast quesadilla, another fast dash recipe. You can find these recipes and more at realsportsmom.com
and festivalfoods.net.
Enjoy.
Here we go.
That is so good. I love it.
Makes me want to eat more.
I know. We'll just finish this one up. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.